Good evening. Thank you. We start in the way that we promised ourselves to start 1 week ago. The next game, it was in our deficit last time we played in Maritzburg to start the game really convinced that we're gonna play the game that we planned to play, and today we did it from the start, creating chances one more time and playing most of the time in the half of the opponent. We managed very well to find the intermediate spaces in between lines and progress with our wingbacks. Today, Shandu and Joto, they did a fantastic job in order to provide us the offensive depth that we lost in some periods in the recent games. So that makes a lot of difference, and I think that the first half was totally under control. Even we could get even a bit more advantage. We were close there in 2-3 actions in set pieces. But yeah, very good first half. Second half, it was different. I think the opponent needs to do something different because they are far to get a good result. So they need to start accumulating more players up front. They changed the shape, taking more risk than in the first half. So that makes us to play more time in our side, but we managed quite well. I think we have maybe 15-20 minutes where Galaxy have more control of the possession, but without creating clear chances. We were not really clinical in the first and second pass in our transitions also to get advantage of that situation that we have to defend more close to Richard, and maybe we were not fresh enough in the transitions to play with better ideas in the first and the second pass. But again, in the end of the game, we managed again to dominate and play again in their side. And I think that average 90 minutes, overall 90 minutes, I think we were better than the opponent tonight, and it's a well-deserved result. I think we have very good players in every department. Today it was his time, and they all up front, they get benefit of the structure that they have around, and when everything is in position, like I said, I repeat myself here many times the last month, it's just a question of sometimes a piece of luck, confidence. If you ask me about Zakhele, he's a guy that he has confidence for all of us, self-confidence. He's that type of personality, which is something very good for an attacker. But again, sometimes you have empty goals and you play out, you kick out the ball, and today everything, play in our favor. Hopefully it's just the beginning of a good time for us in front of the goal, because we're gonna need it in the next game and the next one, and so on. So again, I'm so happy with the collective performance tonight. It's not bad. It's not bad and it's not good. It's what it is. We have to adapt ourselves to the schedules, and August was terrible in terms of fixtures and games and trips and yeah, like everybody knows, now September it's more normal, and now we have this break until the end of the month, but we are not gonna stop so much. It's a good time to do a deep analyze about what we were doing during these 6 weeks of competition, get the conclusions and make sure that we know where we are in our process, because this is it's a long-term process that we start only. It seems that we start we start only almost 1 month ago, I think, the league, or 1 month and 1 week. So there's a lot of things to analyze and try to implement for these weeks. Me as a coach, I'm glad to have time to train. For a team like us, which really trust in the training process and what we do during the week, have the chance to enjoy these full weeks now before we face our next opponent. It's something very positive for us, I have to say, even though we're going to have time for everything, also to have a short and well-deserved rest for the boys, but we're going to use the time very properly because we are still very hungry, about the future, and we're going to face the game in a very good conditions. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, we played the game that we planned, that we prepared during the week. When we, it maybe it's too long to explain, but when we choose the players in the different sectors, is because we almost, I cannot say that we know what's going to happen, but we can, know in advance the type of relations that they're going to do. And we try to use that in our favor. Of course, when you have different type of players and profiles in your squad, even in the same position, it's not the same type of player, Cabello than Fortune, for example. They are different, even though they are playing in the same position. So we know what kind of outcome will come because of the players who are playing close. So for Joto, we need to prepare different situations than for Sandu, for example. So yeah, we tried. It doesn't mean that we are always accurate, but so far I'm happy with but not today. Today we are more happy just because we were more clinic in the end, but there were games where we play better than today, we create more chances than today, but we didn't score. And at that time, and I said here many times that I was happy, even though the result was not the result that we were looking for, but the football was there. And what we tried to do is play football. This is football, what we did in the first half. Well, very happy in general terms, but again, like I said before, not only because of the results. I think the results should be even better, to be honest. We are in a good position, yes, but I would like to have more points than 14. I think we play to get more points than what we really have, but there's nothing to do anymore with that. We have to look for the future, and it's much more easy for us to prepare the next games and to also to have this break now after a victory like this, and for everyone, after one defeat, get back to the winning track as soon as possible. It's crucial, because you know why. So happy, but still, I think that the gap to improve for this team is still very big. We are not still in our best. The level of the players, I said many times that it was a good, positive surprise for me. The technical level of the squad, it's amazing. In general, the league, in terms of individual technique, the level is super high, so high. So that makes everything much more easy. We play with the feet. It's not easy to play football, not at all. So when you have quality and you have capacity to execute what we ask, everything is much more easy. In the end, we play the football that the players allowed us to play. It's not the football that I want to play. If they don't have the capacity, we're not going to make it. So I'm a lucky coach to have this type of players, because I have the chance to enjoy my profession every morning with them, not only in the competition. That's something very nice. It was not difficult or at least that's what I want to think, that it wasn't difficult for them the adaptation to our ideas, because like I said just 2 days ago, we tried to create an environment where the player feel comfortable and motivated to train and play football. So they like to play, so we try to play almost every day, and that's maybe the key. It's not difficult to follow that. What do we need to improve? Well, everything in general needs to be improved if we want to find ourselves in the end of the season where we would like to find ourselves. It's obvious we are playing and competing against very good teams, many of them with the same objectives that we have, and the goal scoring is not something that we really need to improve. We need to continue, like I said many times, creating and then hopefully capitalizing those actions, and probably be a bit more, like today, for example, more aggressive in the transitions and finalize the games when we have the lead and we have the chance to kill the game in transition. It's for us difficult so far, so it's something to work on. But like I said, everything needs to be improved because we are just in the beginning of the process.